Hey people, it is Tuesday, April the 18th. Time is 5:20 in the afternoon and it's currently a chilly 3 degrees Celsius, but feeling even colder with the wind chill. Feeling more like -3 degrees. Quite a major and drastic even change from the well above seasonal weather we had just a few days back when the temperature got up almost to 30 degrees in the city. Some whiplash weather for sure. And right now I'm on St. Clair Avenue East, heading west. So I'm going to be taking a walk around the Yonge and St. Clair area and then up towards the Davisville area, walking along some residential streets instead of Yonge Street. There's some very nice residential neighborhoods in the Yonge and St. Clair area. And this area is also known as Deer Park. And I thought I would also take a little walkthrough of the Yonge St. Clair Center, which is just right up ahead. It's a small shopping mall here at the intersection of Yonge and St. Clair, which I've never walked through before. Never even been inside before. There is St. Clair subway station. I took the train up here. So this area is part of Midtown Toronto. And it is rush hour. And there's the 512 St. Clair streetcar heading into St. Clair Station. And just up ahead is the intersection of Yonge and St. Clair, but here is the entrance to the St. Clair Center. So I'm going to check this out for the first time. This is similar to the little shopping network underground around the intersection of Yonge and Bloor. Almost a mini path of sorts. The path being the huge underground shopping network that runs underneath the financial district. Good Life Fitness over there. Here's another entrance to St. Clair subway station. I think.
Can't get out that way, dude.
Can't get out this way? Okay. There's an exit sign there. Now I know there's a large Loblaws store connected to this complex. I'm just not sure if I can get to it without going back outside. there might be a way to do it, but I don't really feel like wandering aimlessly, not knowing where I'm going, so I'm just going to head back out the way I came here. You could say this was a bit of a fail, but like I said, it's the first time I've ever been inside there. So here's the intersection of Yonge and St. Clair. It's looking south down Yonge. So here's another entrance to the center here, and there's the Loblaws store. So I'm just curious, if I go in this way now, will it connect to the other section I was already in? I think this just goes straight out to the street. This is just a lobby to the office building. And that leads back outside in that direction. Well, if there is a way to travel seamlessly from where I first entered the center over to this part of the center, then without having to go back outside, then I have yet to figure out where it is. Let's see what's down here. Ah, all right. So here's where I was before. So all I had to do was go up this escalator. And that would have taken me to this other section over here. Well, now I know. Makes a lot more sense now. And pretty nice skylight. Okay, so we have conquered the St. Clair Center. So now we'll continue with the outdoors portion of this walk. to try to cross the street here, even though there's no lights at this intersection. It looks like someone was kind enough to stop. And they're very tiny little flakes of snow falling down right now. Well, barely even noticeable, but nevertheless. And this construction site will eventually become a over 40-story residential tower. One Delisle is the name of that building. Some other upscale residential buildings along here. They also front onto St. Clair Avenue on the other side. Well, some of them do, not all of them. Very gusty winds. So this is Delisle Street. Runs parallel to St. Clair, just one block to the north. And we're sort of touching on the southeast corner of the Forest Hill neighborhood. It's a very wealthy residential area. The semi-detached houses here look like mansions even. And this is Heath Street. So this will lead back out to Yonge Street, but there's another street that I'm going to take heading north instead of Yonge. And we've reached the end of Heath Street. Another look south down Yonge. So this is where Lawton Street begins. It's kind of funny though, these buildings right up to this point here, their address is Yonge Street, which is right there. But then Lawton Street begins here. So this building is addressed as being on Yonge Street. And the one next door might be addressed as Lawton Street. Or Lawton Blvd, I suppose. Unless you know for sure, it's anyone's guess as to whether streets are labeled as street, avenue, road, boulevard, or some strange combination of several of those put together, such as Avenue Road. Lawton Manor.
Она легкая. Да, прям очень легкая. Я вообще-то уже...
It's nice, sturdy, pre-war low-rise apartment buildings along here. Lonsdale Road. That will take you all the way into the heart of the Forest Hill neighborhood if you keep heading west.
Привет.
Lawton Apartments, no vacancy. I just decided to slow down a bit to let that guy pass, so I don't have to hear the click, click, click of his shoes behind me the whole time. And this is my girlfriend Megan's old neighborhood. She lived here about 10 years ago. One of these apartment buildings. I knew her then, but we weren't dating at the time. I don't see a no vacancy sign on this one. There's a for rent sign. I think these apartment towers date from the 50s. when the Yonge subway line opened up in the early 50s, well, around 1954 or so. Lots of high-density apartment clusters sprung up along the Yonge Street corridor.
They were running out of money. They said they didn't have money.
And I'm making my way over to the K. Gardner Beltline Trail, which runs through the area. And the street signs up here still have this neighborhood labeled as Deer Park. So that extends a fair ways north from Yonge and St. Clair. And once you go a bit further north, you come into the Davisville neighborhood. And I believe this is the trail here. Hear a subway train sounding its horn. Davisville subway station is very nearby. And we'll actually get a look at the subway tracks, because the trail goes over the subway corridor and Yonge Street with an overhead pedestrian bridge. Hey, cool. You got some spots here to do some body weight exercises here. You can do dips here. I wish we had something like this close to where I live. You'd think Allen Gardens, the park nearest to me, would have something like that, but they do not. And you can make out a train through the fence. The Davisville yards are right here also. A maintenance yard for the subway trains. That train is heading south. It's going very slowly. And you can see the cluster of towers at Yonge and St. Clair where I began the video. And there's the yards. Here comes another train. They really went out of the way to make this fence very hard to get a good look at anything here. And here's Yonge Street down below. So I'm going to start to wrap up the video here, looking down at Yonge Street from the K. Gardner Beltline Trail, pedestrian bridge, and another train heading northbound. So I hope you enjoyed the walk, starting at Yonge and St. Clair, where we sort of wandered aimlessly inside the St. Clair Center until I finally found the proper way to navigate it. And we made our way along some residential streets, through the Deer Park neighborhood, up here to the Beltline Trail. So leave a comment down below if you enjoyed, and be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And also be sure to hit that notification bell, that way you won't miss any of my videos. And if you'd like to support the channel, there are links in the description where you can do so via PayPal, as well as via my merch store. There's also a super thanks button right down below. And you can find me on Instagram under KContinuum. So thanks for watching, and be sure to keep checking back, because as always, I will continue. As we look north to Yonge and Eglinton, and another slow-moving train.